Yeah, he calmed that ass down.
Shalom, shalom. HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great MILLSTONE and teaching will well. Peace and salutations be to hopeful elect. I'm Brother Tazim Gabar coming at you from the prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. Alright, I'm getting into this lesson going into following the order of the household, obeying your parents, obeying your father, because it's important to have a dad in the house. And you see now why, because these children grow up without discipline, and they become adulterous, murderers, they become fruit flies and flamers, flamboyants. They become lawless, they become criminals, because what? They have no chastisement. You let these women raise up your sons and your children. These women, these kids are going to grow up to be monsters, man. That's what we have a lot of today in Israel, is children growing up without a father. They call them fatherless child. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 and verse 9. For the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of the children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations. So you gotta be good with your parents, man. Gotta be good with your parents, man, because it's a law that if you are a rebellious child, that you will be put to death, brought out into the midst of the city and stoned to death by the entire city because you're rebellious. That means you're an evil child. If you're rebellious as a child, how much more as an adult? And so the Lord was having us put off the evil from Israel. Hebrews chapter 12 verse 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence, which is respect. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? Okay, so if we gotta obey our parents, how much more the Lord, YAHAWASHI, who was the father of your parents? Romans chapter 13 verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of YAHAWASHI. The powers that be are ordained of YAHAWASHI. If there's someone that's above you, whether it be an order in this truth or as an order as in the world, like in maybe your boss, manager, or your mom, your dad, or your older brother, this was set up because the Lord set it up this way. So you follow their instructions and take heed to their instructions because they were your elder. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power resisteth the ordinance of YAHAWASHI. So this is the order. You're resisting order. Don't resist order. It says, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnations, or shall like a damnation. So you're going to end up being cursed because what? You wanted to resist the order, which means you couldn't follow instruction. Scriptures say the rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. You might as well be a witch with your rebellion against your parents, man. One of the main commandments is to obey your parents. Honor thy mother and thy father. Exodus chapter 20 verse 12. Honor thy father and thy mother, and that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee. Ephesians 6 and 1. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Colossians 3 and 20. Children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well pleasing unto the Lord. YAHAWASHI. Alright. John 14 and 15. If you love me, keep my commandments. This was a commandment to obey your parents. So if you love the Lord, if you truly love the Lord, YAHAWASHI, then obey your parents, man. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 8. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. So take heed to them. They're going to lead you in the right way so that you can grow up to be, how you're supposed to be. Proverbs 3 verse 1. My son, my son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. First John 2 and 4. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him. Which you say you know the Lord, and you can't obey your parents, you're a liar, and the truth is not in you. We close out with this scripture of this quick hit. This book of Proverbs chapter 13 verse 1. A wise son heareth his father's instructions, but a scorner heareth not rebuke. And your father's instruction can be an ass whooping, But if you don't want to hear that, If you want to get right after those, man, the Lord going to destroy your ass. If you don't get right from your parents' correction, then the Lord going to end up destroying you. If words don't teach, adversity will. You're going to end up having to see for yourself why you should have listened to your parents, you know. But I truly hope this clip was edifying to you. I cannot go out to listen to truth and sincerity. Until next man, I do say, call HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, QADASH, Shalom.